come, all you could do was stand there, maybe wiggle your nose. And after 11 weeks of going through this, I had a furlough. And I got home, and my mother looked at me, and the first thing she noticed was my face. And she said, what in the world is wrong with you? You have smallpox? I said, no, I don't think so. And my face was all puffed up from mosquito bites. And that's what my face was. So, just like he said, everybody in the United States, if you want to be a black Marine, you had to come to North Carolina. You couldn't go to California, right there at San Diego. You had to come to North Carolina. And the reason...
You should stress that point, that whites from the middle of the country to the West Coast went out.
Yeah,
they
could go anywhere.
And from the middle to the East Coast all had to come here. Do that. And blacks from all over the entire country were forced into Montford Point.
Yeah. And the reason we couldn't go to Paris Island, the governor of South Carolina said no blacks will go to Paris Island. So that everybody had to come to Montford Point. And that was it was terrible living. And, then we were in this one unit. It was supposed to be just one unit for black Marines. That was called the 51st Defense Battalion. That's all it was supposed to be, which was a trial unit. And after we went through boot camp, then they started sending everybody on furlough. If you live east of the Mississippi, you got 8-day furlough. If you live west of the Mississippi, you got 15-day furlough. So then after everybody had their furlough and everybody came back, and here we were in the 51st Defense Battalion, all straightened out. So then the colonel called everybody out one morning, and he started calling names. They called out 32 names. So he said, I know you all are wondering why you were called out special. So we said, yes, sir. He said, you were picked to be drill instructors. So he says, now, is anybody in here that don't want to be a drill instructor? I think just about all 32 hands went up. He said, well, you might well put them down. He said, you were picked to be drill instructors, and you will be so and so good drill instructors. And my heart just fell. I said, no way I could treat another human being the way they treated me. And I mean, it was inhuman the way they treated us. In other words, they let us know. There's no doubt about it. They let us know, we don't want you. We don't want you in the Marine. You never will be a Marine. You're not even as good as a dog. You're not a Marine. You're not a civilian. What are you? You're nothing. So you're not going to be anything. But we tricked them. The few of us said, we're going to make it. We don't care. Other than death, we're going to make it. And that's how we had to stick together. So then they started us being assistant drill instructors. Of course, we had the white drill instructors, so we were their assistant drill instructors. So after, I think I had gone through with 2 platoons. And so one afternoon, they called everybody out. In the meantime, that defense battalion, they were out on the beaches, training, doing other things, shooting and training. I don't know if any of you remember or seen airplanes going through the air with messages on the back of them. Mm-hmm. Well, they had long sleeves on the back of those airplanes. And those guys on those beaches, those anti-aircraft, were shooting those sleeves from the back of those airplanes. That's how good they were. So that afternoon, we called out. So we saw all these lights flashing and sirens going off. So we wondered what in the world was going on. So here comes this big convertible car passing by, and he stopped and stood up in that limo. And he said, do you all know who I am? So we didn't say anything, but we knew who he was. He said, I'm President Roosevelt.
Wow.
He said, now you guys have broken every record that the Marine Corps has ever set. That was shooting and doing everything. He said, now as far as I'm concerned, you are just as good as any Marine that ever put that uniform on. Sent them overseas. That was it. And that's how it got started. From then on, they started dispersing men overseas.